may not be right. In the world, Proverbs chapter 16 verse 2 tells us, Proverbs chapter 16 verse 2, all the ways of a man are pure in his own eyes. You think it's good, it's right, it's something that is worthwhile. But the second part says, but the Lord weighs the spirits. In Proverbs chapter 21 verse 2 also similarly tells us in this manner. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the hearts. God knows our hearts, knows what we are thinking. So first principle in making good plan is we must have goals. Okay? You have to identify your goals, your long and short-term goals, because time is necessary for you to achieve it. So something will really takes a long time. If you will tell me to be a doctor, it takes only 1 year or 6 months. Oh, I want to be a doctor already. It takes time. So there are long terms and there are also short term goals. I didn't know. Now already more than a year, my language in Chinese I still can't really pronounce it properly. It looks like it has to become a long term goal for me. So we have to identify our long and short term goals. Write it down, because when you write it down, you can remember. And frankly speaking, I did write it down. I even write it down in my blog for everyone to see. Okay? So for you, write it down, your goals. Visualize it, because if you can't see it, you will not get it done. Okay? Visualize it. Carefully determine the steps you need to reach them. If you never bother, you just think it will not happen. Okay, you need to prioritize as well, because those days we have plenty of time. Nowadays our time has been taken away from our hobbies, surfing the net, watching movies, and so many things. So if you don't set priorities, end up you will not get it done as well. Your goals are just written. Okay? But more critical when you set smart goals is that you must have good reason. You must know why you want to achieve the goal. Why? Because these reasons are very, very important motivators to propel you to achieve it. Because it's very easy for us to forget our dreams or goals when we face with discouragement, when there are some setbacks and we meet problems. We need reason to make us stay motivated. It's a fact. For those people who have finally become doctors or become lawyers, during your study, I think you need a lot of encouragement to carry on. And for students, even just to go for exam, really a lot of energy. But if you don't have the reason, good reason to help you, you will be discouraged easily. As Christians, to be a Christian, a good Christian, continue to serve God, you must also have good reason. So that is first step, first principle in making good plans. You must have a goal. Okay? Second principle is that you have to assess your current situations. The Bible tells us that as well. The Bible teaches us that when we are to make plans, we have to be honest to assess our present conditions. You return to the book of Luke chapter 14. The book of Luke chapter 14, verse 28. Luke chapter 14, verse 28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it? Are you going to build a house, or get a house but never bother whether you have enough money? Pay the first payment, then cannot get loan or don't have enough money to continue. No, we mustn't be like that. I think we have to honest assess our present conditions. In Luke chapter 14, same chapter, the next few verses, verse 29 to 32. Lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make wars against another king does not sit down first and consider whether he is able with 10,000 to meet him who comes against him with 20,000, or else, while the other is still a great way off, he sent a delegation and asked conditions of peace. These few verses tell us that indeed we have to make assessment whether we could do it. Okay? Otherwise, people will laugh at us. When dedicated said, I make sure I could speak Mandarin. If I could not continue, not so bad in that sense. People will say, not easy to learn Mandarin. But still, I have to assess I could learn, so that's why I say it. I can say it out. We need to ask questions such that, what is our current situations? Do I have resources to do it? Okay? So after you have identified your goals, you have to appraise what you have at hand. For example, for those who are students, okay, or for those who wanted to be, let's say, a lawyer, but only have high school education, or maybe even part-time driving truck. When you make the assessment, then you will realize there's a big gap to you. So then with this assessment, then you need to find ways to bridge together so that you can make a plan achievable. Okay? Assess your current situations. Third principle in making a good plan is you have to identify barriers, because there are a lot of obstacles. The Bible tells us there are many things that stand between you and your goals. When you write down what you need to do to reach your goal, mentally walk through every step, carefully describe problems that you will face. Then you will know what are the barriers that you need to overcome. It could be not enough funds, even you want to study to be a lawyer. Okay? It could be can't get a good school, even though you have money. So you need to find out what are the areas that you need to solve. So to reach out to Christians, what is our barrier? Language. Improve your language. That's why one of the reasons why I want to learn Mandarin. If you want to even be a better doctor to serve many, but if you did not improve your skill, that is your barrier. You can't do better. To make plans means you have to identify what actually stops you for whatever that you have in mind. Step 4 in making good plans: take action. Very easy to set goals, but not taking actions. Because setting goals, remember, setting goals is not the main thing, although it's one of the principles. Setting goals is not the main thing, it's deciding how you will go about it to achieve it, and staying with the plan, with actions. That is more important. Because sometimes our dream, our goals never materialize. But there are sisters who have gone for certain courses saying that it's not of their interest after studying graduation. Maybe parents want them to study, so they just study. Indeed, sometimes our goals, our dreams never materialize. That's because sometimes we just talk, but did not take actions. And we as effective preachers as well, we must talk the walk or walk the talk. Because people see our life more than our preaching. The Bible teaches us about making plans. In the book of Proverbs chapter 14 verse 23. The book of Proverbs chapter 14 verse 23 says, in all labors there is profit, but idle cattle leads only to poverty. You need to put actions, you need to have hard work, then you will be rewarded. But if you don't put in effort, don't put in hours, just talk. Then that's what Chinese saying come about. Step 5. The fifth principle in making good plans, you must have control.